And you do it so well, you can do it for me, too. Man, as soon as I saw you, I knew this was going to be my lucky night. Where you want to go now, baby? Another nightclub? You just name it.
Oh, well, I have a better idea.
Yeah? What's that?
Well, I mean, all those nightclubs are so crowded and noisy. Why don't we just go to my place?
Sure thing, you beautiful doll. Which way do you live?
Just one thing, honey.
Oh, what's that?
It's gonna cost you
How much for the whole night?
$100 in advance. Wait, there's no hassle. We get to stay friends.
Are we in business?
Sure.
Well, there's one thing you should know.
What's that, honey?
I'm Sergeant Conroy of the Vice Squad, and you're under arrest for soliciting for prostitution.
Oh, God, no.
All right, turn around. Put your hand behind your back. Conroy, Divisional Vice. This is the prostitution bus. Check her purse for the evidence. The money I gave her is marked. Come around here.
Hey, man, take it easy. She's only a kid.
She's no kid. She's a wildcat. Hey!
All right, Sergeant, you made your point. Let her up for air.
Lieutenant, didn't see you.
Now, where did she solicit you?
Outside the Saratoga Club. My car's back there.
Did you read her rights?
No, I didn't have time to.
1,000 Chestnut and
Well, I'll tell you what. We can take her. You go get your car. We'll meet you back at the precinct.
That's fine with me. Sorry, sweetheart. Better luck next time.
30.
You have the right to remain silent. If you give up that right, anything you say can be held against you. You have the right to speak to an attorney. You have the right to have that attorney present during questioning. Do you understand all those rights?
Negative. Appears to be all breach.
Mission 5.
Send the wagon and cast for horse.
This girl is going to be booked as soon as Sergeant Conroy gets here. The charge is soliciting for prostitution. Now, she's just a kid. So, see to it that she gets through without a lot of language and hassle, will you?
Sure.
Miss, I understand you tried to contact someone, I believe your boyfriend, and there was no answer. Now, if there's someone else, you're entitled to a phone call.
Laurie Phillips, 227 Ashley Place. Is that you? You're going to have to answer someone sometime tonight. You may as well do it now. Is that your correct name and address? Well, that wasn't so hard, was it? All you got to do is cooperate, and it'll be a breeze.
Wait. Please don't go.
I'm sorry, but I've got some work to do.
Please help me. I've never been arrested before. I only did it because I needed the rent money. I swear I'll never do it again.
Now, listen.
Look, I'm scared of jails. I'm being confined, closed in, smelling like a coffin. Something will happen to me. I know it will.
Look, if what you say is true, all you have to do is call a lawyer in the morning, and you'll be out of here in nothing flat.
Can't be locked up for a whole night. I just can't be.
Gee, I'm sorry, but there's nothing I can do right now. Danko, stick around here till Conroy arrives. Will you go get the matron back here and tell her to stick around?
Please don't let him lock me up. I'll do something crazy. Oh, God, don't let him do it.
Riker say anything to you?
About what?
About the girl. Never seen him react so strongly to anyone.
Could be she reminds him of somebody.
Like who?
His daughter, maybe.
Riker? I didn't know he was ever married.
Oh, yeah. Married and has a kid somewhere. Should be about 20 now. His wife died in childbirth. That time he couldn't handle it, so he gave the baby over to an adoption agency. Hasn't seen her since. She'd be about the right age. Could be he's still looking for her.
Lieutenant, hello. Well, what brings you to our neck of the woods so late?
Oh, it's kind of quiet tonight. I thought I'd make the rounds.
It's always that way up here.
As long as I'm up here, I may as well check on old, what's her name, the shoplifter we brought in the other day, Agnes. I promised her I'd talk to her family.
Sure thing, Lieutenant. She's in cell 6. Want me to go with you?
No, thanks, Helen. I know the way. Helen, get up here. Open this up. Oh, my God. Just stand there. Call Memorial Hospital. Tell them to stand by with emergency equipment. I'm coming in with a red blanket.
Well, look, you treat your dates this rudely, sir.
No, just the ones that insist on an ocean view with cottage cheese and crackers. Hey, Lieutenant, what are you doing here?
Oh, I had a couple of hours off. Well, that is, I was in the neighborhood. I thought I'd stop by and see how the emergency case is that was brought in here last night.
You mean Laurie Phillips?
Oh, is that what her name is? Yeah, how is she?
Well, she's much better now, thanks to you. I think you know, you probably saved her life when you got her here as quickly as you did.
Look, I won't hold you up. You look like you're going somewhere.
Pretty flowers.
Thank you.
Would you like to see her?
As long as I'm here.
302.
You look very nice, Lieutenant.
Huh?
Am I crazy or did Riker just blush?
You blushed?
Come in.
Hi there. Remember me?
Yes, hello.
Well, I hear you're getting better and you're going to be out of here tomorrow, maybe. These are for you. Where would you like me to put them?
Any place is okay.
Guess the nurse will give him a little water, eh?
Listen, I heard what you did for me last night. Once those bars closed on me, it's like being locked in a closet again, like when I was a kid. Anyway, thanks.
It's all in a day's work. Got to be careful, you know, you can mess yourself up pretty good that way. And you're a lovely young woman and you've got your whole life before you. I'm here to tell you, death is permanent.
I know.
How about your family? Have they been to visit yet?
No, I'm from Chicago. I don't have family here.
Any friends?
No, no friends.
How about the boyfriend you tried to contact?
He'll be here. We're gonna get married in a few days, and things will be a lot better then.
I've been informed that you were telling the truth. You've never been busted before. So I had a talk with Sergeant Conroy, and we went to the DA. And the DA feels that the case is too weak. It'll never hold up in court. So the charges will be dropped.
That was nice of you.
Hey, beautiful, time to rise and shine. Hey, what's he doing here?
Nothing. He just came to visit. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Riker, Lieutenant Eddie Riker. Vic and I have already met. Well, I was just leaving anyway. Glad you're feeling better, Miss Phillips.
What did he want?
Nothing. He was just the cop who found me when I went crazy.
Lord, that wasn't just a cop. I've tangled with him before. Now, you tell me what happened.
Well, you know me. I couldn't take being locked up. And it was cold, and it was dark, and so when you didn't come or send a message... Anyway, he found me unconscious, and he brought me here.
He saved your life?
Not only that, he fixed it so the charges against me are dropped. Why didn't you come last night?
Sorry. I wanted to, but I got stuck on a business appointment.
Vic, promise me I'll never have to do what I did last night again. I mean, I don't care how broke we are. It was wrong. No, I love you. But I can't go through that again.
Hey, sure, baby? Listen, Lori, how did you leave it with this Riker? You think he's gonna come see you again?
I don't think so. I mean, I hope he's got better things to do this time than to come see me. But you know, for a cop, he was kind of a nice guy.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, maybe you were kind of rude to him. Maybe we both were.
Yeah.
Excuse me, Lieutenant, but you have a visitor.
I'm off duty, Owens. Tell him I went home, will you?
Okay, but she'll be disappointed.
What? Wait a second. I'll talk to her, Owens.
Adam Frank Robert Sam.
Hi.
Good evening. I see you got discharged from the hospital, okay?
Yeah, about an hour ago. I went home, but my conscience was bothering me, so I came here to apologize.
What about?
My bad manners. Look, you saved my life and everything, and I never really thanked you.
As I recall, you did.
Yeah, but not like I should have. I really appreciate what you did for me. I mean that. Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome, Miss Phillips.
Okay, well, I said it, and I feel better, so I'll see you around.
Wait a second. Have you had dinner yet?
No.
Well, neither have I. Will you join me?
Okay. So anyway, after my parents were killed, my sister and I, and Kim's only 5 years older than me, we were sent to this foster home, Matilda and Ferdinand Dowley. And they were even weirder than their names. Am I talking too much?
Not at all. I enjoy listening. Go right ahead.
Well, there really isn't much more. We lasted a month with the Dowleys, and the only good part about that month was the amusement park. See, See, we lived on this hill overlooking a park. And I never once got to visit that park. But I used to sit at my bedroom window at night and look out and watch the lights on the Ferris wheel blinking like 1,000 fireflies. Do you have a family?
No, I was married. My wife died some time ago.
I'm sorry.
I have a daughter. She'd be about your age. Haven't seen her since she was a baby. So where is your sister Kim now?
She's in Omaha. She works as a waitress. She's always writing me to come live with her, but I won't.
Why not?
Well, because Vic and I have bigger plans. We're going to get married, and we're going to manage a rock group and travel all around the country. Vic's setting it up now.
And if the plans don't work out, he can always ask you to go out in the street again, eh?
That's not fair. Vic loves me. I only did what I did because we were desperate.
And the rent was due.
Yes.
Would you like to see a list of other girls who got stuck in a desperate situation with Vic and they had to do desperate things?
Vic's told me about all those other girls. They didn't mean a thing to him.
Your vegetables are getting cold.
Hey, babe, I'm home. You hear?
Hey, what's going on? You crazy?
Shut up, punk.
Hello, Vic.
Miss Courtney. Hey, what is this? I didn't do anything.
No sweat, Vic. This is just a pleasant little get-together. All we're going to do is have a nice talk.
What about?
You, us, this neighborhood. You know, it's a very valuable piece of property. That's because we run it like a union shop. You dig?
No.
Well, it's very simple. You want to hustle your broads on our streets, you got to pay your dues.
No way, man. I don't got the bread.
Now, we're not crude, Vic. We don't bleed people if they're down. Maybe you'll find another way to pay us. Maybe you'll do a job for us.
What kind of job?
You got a friend, Barney Dell.
Hey, listen, I had nothing to do with that drug buy, man. That was his idea.
We know that, Vic, and Barney's our friend, too. That's why we want you to get word to him. You see, we're planning to spring him.
A jailbreak, man, you gotta be crazy. But they got him in maximum security until the trial.
That's the problem, Vic. We need him transferred, like to a hospital where we can make contact.
How can I?
That's your dues, Victor. I expect you to get him to that hospital. Call me at that number when you get it worked out. Don't take too long, though. I lose patience so easily.
I guess I'll say goodnight here, if that's all right.
Okay, fine. And thanks for a lovely dinner, Lieutenant.
My friends call me Eddie.
Okay, Eddie. And I hope we stay friends for a long time.
Well, that's exactly the way I feel, and I'll tell you something. I got an idea.
What's that?
You mentioned something about an amusement park. Well, I just happen to know where there is one. And I've never told anyone this before, but I have a thing for Ferris wheels. So how about Sunday? We'll call it a family outing.
Oh, God, Vic, no. No, please, honey. You kicked it. Don't start again, please.
you get off my back and stop harping all the time, maybe we could communicate.
What happened? I don't understand. What did I do wrong? Vic, tell me what I did wrong!
Everything's wrong! Look, I don't know. I'm sorry. It's not you. It's that business deal I was counting on. All that money traveled down the tubes. And I'm being stuffed on, and there's no one I can trust.
Vic, you know that's not true. I'll do anything for you. Just as long as you stay off that stuff. Hey, come on, tell me. Tell me what happened. How did it go wrong?
You remember my pal Barney Dell?
The one who got busted?
Yeah. Today I met some friends of his who said I had to figure out a way to get him transferred to a hospital. They can't talk to him the way it is now. They said I had to do it or else.
But how can you?
I don't know. But they don't take no for an answer. They'll kill me if I don't find a way. Lori, babe, you gotta help me.
But what can I do?
You gotta talk to your friend Lieutenant Riker and convince him that Barney Dell needs to get to a hospital for psycho tests.
But why? I don't understand.
What's there to understand? Just for tests. Just for a day or so. Once they find out he's no psycho, they'll send him back.
I could get into trouble.
No way, Lori, babe. You do this one small favor for me, and we'll get married as soon as Barney's transferred.
I just passed Riker in the hall, and he spoke to me.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I don't mean he barked orders or chewed me out. He spoke actual words. Good morning, Officer Owens. Nice to see you. Have a pleasant day. And he was smiling.
Sure that wasn't just a twitch?
No, it was a genuine ear-to-ear smile.
Oh. What do you think? You think Mount Rushmore's cracking?
It's a girl. Lori Phillips. Riker took her to dinner last night, and if you can believe Sergeant Pilar, he's going to take her to the amusement park on Sunday.
Well, Parenthood obviously agrees with him.
Let's see, mine is with the works, yours is with no onions, right?
Yeah, right.
You know, for somebody who's going to see their first amusement park, you don't look like you're having any amusement. You on some kind of a little bummer or something?
I'm sorry.
Huh? Well, come on, let's sit down. Tell me about it. Did I say something wrong?
It's not you, Eddie. It's me. I heard from a friend today, and I'm feeling bad for him.
Who are you talking about, Vic Dorsey?
No. Someone else. Someone who was like a big brother to me when I first came here. He looked after me. He took care of me. Anyway, now he's in jail. He's in maximum security. His name is Barney Dell. Barney's a lot like me, you know? He can't stand being confined. I got this letter from him, and he sounded so depressed, I'm afraid he's going to do something crazy, you know, like I did.
Lori, I know that name, and it's bad news. Now, how'd you ever get mixed up with a guy like that?
Look, I only know that he was good to me when I really needed someone. Like you are to me now. If only a doctor could talk to him, Eddie. You know, one of those shrinks that knows how to deal with depression? Oh, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring this up. I really wanted today to be perfect.
Now, you listen to me, young lady. You're a human being, and you got feelings, and there's nothing wrong with that. If your friend is faking it and he's examined, the doctor's going to know. If, on the other hand, he really needs a psychiatrist to help him, well, that can be arranged, too, if you've got the right connections. And you, young lady, have got the right connections. You know the right people.
You mean you'll help him?
Cross my heart.
Oh, Eddie, thank you.
Now, don't go away. I'll be right back. I want one of these, please. There's a 5. this is Wanda the Worrier. Now, if you have a problem, you tell her, and she'll worry for you, and she'll frown for you until the problem goes away. Here.
It's the nicest present I ever had. Thank you.
Hey, I came here to have some fun. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah?
Lieutenant?
I had a feeling you'd show up sooner or later, Webster. What can I do for you?
Barney Dell.
Would you like to say something on that subject?
I just heard you signed an order to have him transferred out of maximum security.
For some psychiatric tests.
Lieutenant, Chris and I busted him. You know how hard a time we had nailing him. He's a con artist. He's got a scam going for every second of his life. Sending him to a hospital for psychological testing is like giving him the keys to the city.
I respect that, Webster, but I'm afraid your apprehension is going to have to play second fiddle to the prisoner's mental state.
His trial is in 2 days.
Well, now, don't you think if that man is going to court, it's all the more essential that we determine that his mind is clear? My order still stands.
Then I'd like to volunteer to be part of Dell's escort team.
Well, I'm afraid you're late, Webster. Dell was just transferred from maximum security 20 minutes ago. Danko and his partner have the detail.
Now, you'll just sign this one. I'll call Dr. Klein and find out which department you go to first.
What do I sign here?
Yeah. The bullet was in too deep. We couldn't stop the internal bleeding.
Yeah, Vic Dorsey. You tell Mr. Courtney I don't mind holding on. Tell him I got this newspaper to read. With fascinating headlines. Yeah. Mr. Courtney? It's Vic. Figured you've been trying to reach me all day. Thought I'd make it easy on you.
I'm not sure I understand you, Vic.
Talking about an executive position, Mr. Courtney. I figured I earned it today. Or don't you read the newspapers?
I like people who play all the angles, Vic. You and I are going to get along just fine. Tell me, how did you do it?
Well, our friend Lieutenant Riker took little Lori to the amusement park. Bought the whole package.
Good, Victor. Very good.
I thought you'd appreciate it. When can we meet?
Soon. But not for a few days. I've got a little problem out of town.
Oh, that's too bad, because I got a little problem, too. No money. Right now, I'm getting by with a stolen credit card, but that's not right. Especially now that we're business associates.
Say no more. I'll send over a little advance. What about 500 to show my good faith?
Sounds fine, Mr. Courtney.
Now, where do you want it delivered?
The Westchester Hotel, Broad Street.
Got it. Now, let's get down to business, Vic. If we're going to be working together, there are a few rules you'll need to know.
You hear that? You hear how I handle Courtney? It's like putty. What's the matter with you?
They killed Barney Dale.
So what? He double-crossed him on a drug deal.
Did you know they were going to kill him?
Hey, of course not. I'm as shocked as you are.
Are you, Vic? What about Lieutenant Riker?
Come on, who cares about a cop?
I do. He was good to me. He made me feel special.
Well, terrific. I hope you two will be very happy together.
When are we getting married, Vic?
Soon. Don't bug me about it, huh?
You said it would be after Barney Dell was transferred.
Hey, look. Get off my back. You've got nothing to complain about. You never lived till you met me. Now you shut up and you finish unpacking. Hey, you really made time.
Yeah, you alone?
Yeah, come on in. You bring the money?
Yeah, how you want it? 10s, 20s, or something smaller? Like this.
Hey, wait. Hey, wait, you got it all wrong. I didn't do that. Hey!
You know, I don't think I've ever seen Riker take a drink.
Well, he hasn't for years. But they say that after his wife died, he stayed drunk for 3 weeks.
Now, let's go see if we can talk to him.
You have something to say it and get out of here.
Just wondering how you're feeling, Lieutenant.
I'm feeling just dandy. Now you can beat it, both of you.
Can we buy you another martini? Or maybe some coffee?
I don't want any coffee, and I'll bloody well take care of myself.
Well, I could go for coffee. How about you, Chris?
Yes.
Could we have a couple of coffees over here when you get a chance? Don't mean to interrupt, Lieutenant. Go on with what you're doing. Looks like a letter.
Don't get cute with me, Webster.
I don't mean to be cute, sir. It looks like a letter.
That's right, it is a letter. It's a letter of resignation. How do you like that?
From the force? But, Lieutenant.
But what, Owens? I have been hoodwinked, gentlemen. That is the truth. I've had 50% cotton pulled over my eyes. Because I permitted that to happen, a man has lost his life. That's a sign of old age and weakness. Before I let any more embarrassment come to this department, I'm gonna get the hell out.
Sir, be careful of what you're doing. You're throwing away 25 years because of...
I don't want your opinion on this, Webster. That girl is innocent and vulnerable. She is a child. She is so trusting, she's destroying herself. Took her to Brady's amusement park yesterday and bought her a doll. It's the first amusement park she's ever set foot in. It's the first doll she has ever owned in her life. The girl has not done anything wrong. She's hung up on the wrong guy, that's all.
Is that any different from someone hung up on the memory of a daughter he lost?
You can stay out of my private life, Webster. You're both supposed to be on duty. I don't want you hanging around here.
Lieutenant.
There is nothing further to say, Owens, to either one of you.
If you want to sit here and feel sorry for yourself, be my guest, sir.
Look, Lieutenant, even if you don't think you do, you still have a lot to contribute to the force. And I know if one of us were feeling the way you are right now, you'd be telling us to hang in there instead of bowing out. Before you drown your sorrows, Lieutenant, I think you ought to know. Vic Dorsey was killed about an hour ago in a downtown hotel.
What about the girl?
She's with him. She escaped through the back window. She's last seen being pursued by two men. Probably the same ones that killed Dorsey.
Yeah, the Westchester Hotel, Lieutenant. The homicide boys are there now.
What about the girl with Dorsey? Has she shown up yet?
No, but she was seen running from the hotel. Witness gave us a good description of how she was dressed.
Let's have it.
Light blue faded jeans and shirt, orange T-shirt, sandals. This is crazy. But the witness swears that all the time she was running, she was holding on to a doll.
What kind of a doll?
The raggedy kind of kids. Hello, Lieutenant? Hello?
Why are we going down this way?
The amusement park. Remember what that punk Vic said about Riker and the girl meeting there? Turn left up here.
I know what happened, and I'm not sore. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm a little sore, but I know you're in trouble and I want to help. Laurie, you know, you gotta learn to trust someone in this world. And you should know by now that you can trust me.
How'd you find me?
Well, I just looked everywhere you could possibly be, and instinct took over.
A cop's instinct?
Yeah, you could say that. Now, listen to me, Laurie.
Look, I don't need you. Well, why'd you come?
I don't know. I should know by now that I can't stick my neck out for you.
Then why are you here? I'm bad luck for you.
For Wanda. I'd like to see a doll with worry lines on it.
Even if he meant it about the letter, he would have reported in before this.
Maybe we should try the tavern again.
No, I already called. Bartender said he left over half an hour ago. Sergeant, have you seen Lieutenant Riker?
No, but he called in a while ago.
Did he say where he was?
No, said he was checking on a Dorsey killing, and then he hung up.
That's all he said?
That's it. I was telling him about Dorsey's girl and what she was wearing when last seen. And about that weird thing, how she was holding a doll.
Doll? Riker's doll?
From the amusement park.
Let's check it. Come on.
Now stay low and follow me. shut up and stay in here.
Hell. Get on the Ferris wheel, see if you can get a shot at him. Start it!
Come on. You scared?
A little.
Well, don't be. It's just an inquest. All you gotta do is tell them everything you know about Barney Dell's death. Just the way you told me.
I will.
You're gonna be granted immunity because you're testifying for the state, so nothing you say can be held against you. Practically home free.
It sounds good. I got a letter from my sister in Omaha, and she says I can start working where she works as soon as I get there.
Oh, well, that's real nice. Real good. Well, I gotta get back to work.
I've got a message for you from Wanda.
Yeah?
She wants you to know that she's okay and that you'll never have to worry about her again.
Well, you just tell Wanda from me that she's to take care of herself. And that I'll be thinking about her and wondering how she is. And that she's something pretty special. And if this fuzz doesn't get a card or a letter soon, there's going to be trouble in Omaha. Okay. Webster, Owens, Danko, you got 2 minutes to get the roll call. Life will pass you by.